What's going on? What's going on, Patriots? You just locked in the Hood Politics where we always keep it 100. I'm your host, Jay. Y'all already know on this channel what we do, man. We cut straight through that BS and get straight to the issues and the policies that hit us close to home. We talk about everything from elections to national debates, all the way up to political podcasts. We throw some pop culture and some comedy in there every once in a while, because y'all know my motto, baby. All politics all the time. I give you brain rot. That's why I do it, so you don't have to. We also start each and every one of them off sending out our thoughts and prayers, man. And I want to send out my thoughts and prayers to the family of Michael Hunter. That's the story I'm finna do. Man, we gotta have a conversation about what's going on out here in these streets in Chicago, man. And I'm talking to my people right now. And yes, it's the conversation that hurts. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the news about Michael Hunter, just a regular dude, UPS driver, a provider, a family, father of three, just trying to live his life and take care of his family. Getting off work, finding out his truck is stolen, goes to find it to try to get back what he worked hard for, and he get pew-pewed in the head, no less. Took out over a car, you feel me? That's insane. And this is the reality of the streets right now. And we can't keep blaming everybody else for our problems while our own community is tearing themselves apart. Y'all won't vote for law and order. We talk about the need for a system that actually punish the wicked, but we also got to talk about the culture. See, people don't like to talk about the culture. Because, see, we have a culture right now where a man's life is worth less than a set of wheels. Where someone feels entitled to take what isn't theirs and then to take a life to keep it. You feel me? Michael Hunter was doing everything right. He was working that UPS gig, putting in the hours, and being a road paying for his household. And for him to lose his life like that on 80th and Hermitage because we got predators roaming the south side with no fear of God and no fear of the law, that's crazy, man. Let's get into this, man.
But we want to begin tonight with a family desperate for answers, offering a $10,000 reward now for information leading to the arrest of the killer who took the life of their father, who worked for UPS.
This is Michael Hunter. He was simply trying to find his car that had been stolen when he was shot and killed early Sunday morning in Auburn Gresham. NBC5's JC Navarrete is on the story in our newsroom with the family's message tonight. That family just looking for justice.
Yeah, and you heard it off the top of the show, just the grief in this family's voice. Good evening. It was a peaceful show of force today by friends and loved ones. And as one Chicago family stands together now to search for Michael Hunter's killer, they're asking witnesses to come forward and do the right thing.
They took my son. My driving partner.
Words are not enough to console one Chicago family. 36-year-old Michael Hunter was found dead from a gunshot wound to the head early Sunday morning. His body found along the 8,000 block of Hermitage Avenue in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood, an irreplaceable void left in his family's heart forever.
Michael meant everything to me. Michael was my heart, my soul. He was the provider, the protector of my household. My son is fatherless.
He was there for me. He was the father figure that I never got to enjoy.
The pain, too much for Michael's father. Wearing his son's UPS jacket, breaking down in tears. What led up to the violence is still not clear. What we do know is Hunter was looking for his stolen truck, asking potential witnesses if they'd seen anything when he was killed. He had just returned from a week on the road with his father and looking forward to spring break with his children when his life was cut short.
I don't accept this. I will not allow this to continue to happen. Michael's death will not be in vain. This is going to be my life's mission.
Michael had been driving for UPS for 3 years. His employer speaking out about the tragedy, saying, "We're saddened by the tragic incident this weekend involving our driver. Our thoughts are with his family, loved ones, and friends." And now, a $10,000 reward for information's being offered. The family telling us it's up to everyone to do the right thing and turn the killer in.
We can no longer continue to perpetuate this cycle of where we are silent while our brothers die to senseless gun violence.
Hunter leaves behind 3 children and a grieving fiance. He had just bought his family a home last year, and the truck he was looking for, I'm told, was his dream car. Stefan.
So much sadness there tonight.
That's crazy, man. That's totally insane, yo. And the tripped out part about this, man, is somebody out there know what happened. Somebody knew who took his truck, and the person who probably pew-pewed him was either the culprit or in on it. But, yo, we got to do better as a community. We have to do better as a community, man. You know what I'm saying? We finna hop on over here to talk about these crazy folk, man. Listen, man. We got to talk about what's really going on out here in these streets, especially on these subways. You know what I'm saying? Because the system is seen to be failing everyone, even the families trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got this dude out here. You got a man out here trying to push another dude on the tracks. And then when the truth comes out that his own family already tried to have him, tried to protect the world from him, they had him committed and locked up because he had tried to stab his sister. They keep releasing these crazies, man. And this how I feel about this situation, man. You know what I'm saying? You get one chance, man. This how I feel it should be. You get one chance. If it's a mental health specialist is able to get you out of a crime one time because you are unwell, that's the limit. That's it. That's all. That's the limit. That's your grace period. That's your grace period. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna be letting you roam these streets and see these activists. What are these people? Yo, these activists, man. Listen, the person is too unwell. This is what I don't understand. The person is too unwell to stand trial. The person is too unwell to know what they're doing, but not unwell enough for you to lock them away and keep them locked down and keep the community safe and keep them probably if they're a danger to others, they're a danger to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But they caught this fool and listen to what he tell the cops, yo. Listen to what he tell the cops.
King County prosecutors have charged a man with attempted murder after investigators say he tried to push someone onto the light rail tracks. Good evening, I'm Preston Phillips. This happened right in front of an oncoming train, and we've learned the suspect has a criminal past and was committed to Western State Hospital and was eventually released to a less restrictive facility. KOMO's Lynn Nguyen has been digging into this case. She's live tonight outside the King County Jail where he's being held on $750,000 bail. Lynn?
Well, Preston, court records show that suspect has spent years in and out of mental health treatment, and he had a previous assault case dismissed after mental health professionals deemed him incompetent to stand trial. It was a close call for a light rail passenger on March 19th after a man suddenly came up behind him and tried to push him onto the tracks.
Could you imagine? Listen, look at this. Look at this. Could you imagine just getting off work, chilling, probably looking at your phone or reading a newspaper or whatever it looked like he's doing right there, and all of a sudden you just launched in front of this train, man.
Right in front of a train. The victim was able to catch himself before falling and the suspect ran away. But investigators were able to track his movements through area surveillance cameras, according to court documents. Their investigation leading them to the nearby Cascade Hall, a behavioral health treatment facility where they found Alicio Melendez, who matches the suspect's description. When confronted by investigators about the incident, Melendez reportedly said, "Maybe that was my twin that I don't have." Court records show Melendez was previously charged with assault for stabbing his sister in the stomach in 2019 and also had been arrested for randomly punching a woman at church in 2018. He had been diagnosed with schizophrenia and has a documented history of mental health treatment. By 2021, mental health professionals deemed him not competent to stand trial for the stabbing of his sister. The case was dismissed and Melendez was instead civilly committed to Western State Hospital.
The reason why prosecutors are forced to dismiss that is because there's no other legal option. You're not going to get it before the court. There's no way to get a conviction.
A spokesperson for the King County Prosecutor's Office tells us by January 2022, DSHS determined Melendez had reached a point in his treatment where he could be released to a less restrictive alternative. The prosecutor's office also shared, even if Melendez was convicted as charged in the 2019 assault case, the maximum penalty was 21 months under state sentencing guidelines.
If he were convicted as charged under the RCWs, the state laws, he would have gotten credit for time served. And so I think there's a lot of frustration. Sometimes people point that at prosecutors, but when you look at the case file, you realize that prosecutors didn't have any other legal option.
And prosecutors do plan to move forward with attempted murder charges in this latest case. Melendez is due back in court next week to enter a plea. Reporting live in downtown Seattle, Lynn Ann Wynn, KOMO News.
And y'all already know what his plea gonna be. Not guilty due to temporary insanity. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is my question to the judge that found him, to the people that found him unwell in the stabbing of his sister. That is his sister. That's his blood. That's his sister. And he just stabbed her. And y'all didn't think that this man needs to be put away? Yo, this is crazy, man. We got to do better as a society. We have to do better as a society, man. My people, we definitely got to do better. We can't be taking each other out, man, over vehicles. We can't. We out here genociding each other, yo, and it's got to stop. It has to stop. We are the only community that have nothing and not even trying to do anything to fix it. Y'all keep voting against y'all own interests. When somebody try to tell you that, you call them all type of names, especially if he black. I don't know what to say or what to tell y'all to do, man, but do better. Do better because we have to. We're not going to survive as a race like this. You know what I'm saying? And as a country, we got to lock these crazies up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want them to be put in jail where we got to open the mental institutions back up and they got to go in and stay in. Ain't no, oh, I'm feeling better, because once you stop, decide you want to get off your meds, it's the rapture again for people that's in your way when you ain't feeling the way you want supposed to be feeling. You know what I mean? But this your boy Jay from Hood Politics, man. Hey, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video. Follow me on Hood Politics 5.1 on TikTok. I'm a big troll over there. All my TikTokers, man, come over here. I need y'all over here. This your boy Jay checking in, and I'm checking out. Y'all know how we do it, baby.